Travis Kelce is possibly on track to become the greatest tight end of all time. But how did he get to this point? Believe it or not, his NFL path has not been as easy as you would think. Travis Kelce was born October 5th, 1989 in Westlake, Ohio, to his parents Ed and Donna Kelce. Travis also has an older brother, Jason, who is 2 years older than him. Jason Kelce is now the center for the Philadelphia Eagles, as well as a 6-time Pro Bowler and 5-time All-Pro. Travis attended Cleveland Heights High School, which was about 30 minutes from his home. He only started his senior season on varsity through all 4 of his years with the Tigers. He was actually a quarterback. He was an All-Lake Erie League quarterback that year after totaling 2,539 yards of offense his senior season. He had 1,523 passing yards, 15 passing touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. Add 1,016 yards rushing, 10 rushing touchdowns, and 6.1 yards per carry, and it looked like he could possibly have a future as a running back or a mobile quarterback. Kelce was rated as a 2-star, ranked 1,583rd nationally. He was the 85th overall tight end and the 81st overall player in Ohio. He only received 7 offers. They were from Pitt, Miami of Ohio, Eastern Michigan, UConn, Cleveland State, Akron, and Cincinnati. He wasn't visited by any of the coaches. His brother Jason was a sophomore linebacker at Cincinnati, so this decision was pretty easy for Travis. He committed to the Bearcats in October of 2007 and signed February 6, 2008. As a freshman in 2009, he had 1 catch for 3 yards. He did have 8 carries on the ground for 47 yards and 2 touchdowns, though. In 2010, he was suspended for violating team rules. He had failed a drug test for marijuana. He was kicked off the team immediately. His brother had to step in and intervene, and he became Travis's roommate and monitored his every move, enabling him to rejoin the team again in 2011. Jason was then drafted 191st overall in the 6th round of the 2011 NFL Draft. Travis still wasn't the featured tight end his junior year, but his numbers did improve slightly. He had 13 catches for 150 yards and had 2 receiving touchdowns. His senior season is when everything finally clicked. He had 45 receptions for 722 yards and 8 touchdowns. This led him to become a first-team All-Conference selection, as well as being named 2012's College Football Performance Awards Tight End of the Year. He declared for the NFL Draft, and it was off to Pro Day and the Combine. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned at either event. He entered Pro Day at 6'5", 255 pounds, and ran a 4.61 40-yard dash. He got sick after his 40 and couldn't run routes. He wasn't able to bench or do any lifting due to a previous injury, and he didn't compete at the NFL Scouting Combine due to a sports hernia. Regardless of the lack of production in college, the poor showing at the Combine, and red flags on injuries and behavior, he was still projected to go late in the 2nd round or early in the 3rd. Tyler Eifert, Zach Ertz, Gavin Escobar, and Vance McDonald were the 4 tight ends to get drafted over Kelce. All but Ertz failed to get over 2,600 career receiving yards. Ertz ranks 12th all time. Kelce ended up being the first pick of the 3rd round, the 63rd overall pick of the draft, to the Kansas City Chiefs. Kelce's injury-prone history continued his rookie season, as he was placed on the IR for the whole season after having a microfracture procedure on his knee related to a bone bruise issue during the preseason. He only appeared in one game. The Chiefs made the playoffs as a wild card team and advanced to the divisional round where they lost to the Patriots. His second season caught everyone off guard, as a healthy Kelce appeared in all 16 games and started 11 of them. He recorded 67 receptions, 862 yards, and 5 touchdown catches. He made his first Pro Bowl in his third season, after finishing the year with 72 catches for 875 yards and 5 touchdowns. He started all 16 games. The Chiefs made the playoffs again, but lost to the Steelers in the division round for the second straight year. He made his second Pro Bowl his fourth season, as well as his first All-Pro selection after cracking the 1,000-yard receiving mark for his first time. Through 2017, 2018, and 2019, he was selected to 3 more Pro Bowls, as well as another All-Pro selection in 2018. He had 3,603 yards receiving, 283 receptions, and 23 receiving touchdowns over this 3-year span. Kansas City made the playoffs all 3 years. They were first rounded by the Titans in 2017. They lost to the eventual Super Bowl champion Patriots in OT in the AFC Championship game in 2018. But in 2019, they won the Super Bowl over the San Francisco 49ers, and Kelce had a touchdown catch in the 31-20 victory. Kelce had officially become a focal point of a dynasty. 2020 was the best year of Kelce's career, as he recorded 105 catches for 1,416 yards and 11 receiving touchdowns. He was a Pro Bowler for his 6th straight season and an All-Pro for the 3rd time. His Chiefs made the playoffs again and made the Super Bowl for the 2nd straight season, where they unfortunately were dominated by Tom Brady and the Buccaneers' stifling defense in a 31-9 blowout loss. Kelce made his 7th straight Pro Bowl, and the Chiefs lost in the AFC Championship game to Joe Burrow and the Bengals in 2021. 2022 has been another great year for Kelce thus far. He had 1,338 yards receiving on 110 catches during the regular season, as well as 12 touchdown catches, the most of his career. He made his 8th Pro Bowl and was selected as an All-Pro for the 4th time in his career. The Chiefs are headed to the Super Bowl for the 3rd time in 4 years to play the Philadelphia Eagles, where Travis will get to play his brother Jason in what will be the first time in NFL history that 2 brothers have met in a Super Bowl. Kelce ranks 4th all-time in receiving yards by a tight end, behind Antonio Gates in 3rd, Jason Witten in 2nd, and former Chief Tony Gonzalez in 1st. Kelce is 4,783 yards away from tying Gonzalez. The Chiefs haven't missed the playoffs in all 10 years of Kelce's career. He went from high school quarterback to one of the greatest tight ends of all time. He went from being kicked out in college to one of the most liked players in the NFL. The path wasn't always easy, but he persisted and won. That is the motto of Travis Kelce's life and legacy. Thank you for watching. Please consider liking, subscribing, and turning on that notification bell.